NBA regular season. I know everyone's just as excited as we are here on 2K Sports to get things underway. This is Brian Anderson alongside Doris Burke and Grant Hill. We'll check in with Allie LaForce in a moment. But first, our special guest this evening, former Female Athlete of the Year, Candace Parker. Hey, Candace.
Hey, thanks, VA. I'm a big fan of your show.
Great to have you with us. And here's what the Washington Wizards schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors. And then on Friday, they head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Now Washington's starting five. In it forward, it's Brown Jr. and Hachimura. Dinwiddie and Beal comprise the backcourt, and it's Bryant in at the center position. And for Toronto, Van Vliet and Trent Jr. at the guard spots. And Anunoby the three with Siakam at the four. And it's Boucher in at the five down low. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Shot clock at 5. Inside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we've seen how successful teams can be with Siakam as the second option. Candace, you think he can be a first option type of player?
I think Pascal Siakam definitely has the tools to be a first option. I think as an organization, you need to put pieces around him for him to be successful. Pascal has to play in transition, so as long as you can continue to surround him with three-point shooters, it'll bring the best out of him as well as the team.
Well, no doubt he's going to put in the work. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Beal.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Drains the triple.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Dinwiddie passes to Bryant. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Beal, no good. Candace, Pascal Siakam had one of the greatest games in NBA Finals history. He scored 32 points in Game 1 of the 2019 showdown with the Warriors.
Yes, he shot 82% in that game. Pascal Siakam, when he's doing both, he's not just settling for jump shots. He's mixing it up, getting to the rim, getting to that mid-range game, and then knocking down the three. He honestly is at his best.
Now here's Dinwiddie. To the middle. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, you love it when Thomas Bryant tries to finish with power. Forget about try. He does it. What a pretty dunk.
Van Vliet against Dinwiddie. Now here's Van Vliet. Tight defense on him. Siakam against Hachimura. Anunoby, a screen on Hachimura. Here's Siakam. Rebound Washington.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Beal from outside. Knocks down the long J. Well, Fred Van Vliet had a breakout season in the 2019-20 season. And Candace, he hasn't slowed down since.
He has not slowed down. And it was good to see that he got rewarded for his play. He's a guy that undrafted came in, was built on just being hungry and ferocious. And I didn't see him miss many shots in that playoff.
No doubt he was ready to take and make those shots in the clutch.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Van Vliet against Dinwiddie. Yep, that one's good.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Van Vliet against Dinwiddie. Pass to Boucher for three. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got his third assist of the night. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Now a timeout called by Washington.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Raptors with some changes. Birch, he's checked in for Anunoby, and Dragic has subbed in for Trent. So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. Harrell's checked in for Bryant. Bertans comes in for Hachimura. Kuzma's checked in for Avdia. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Bradley Beal letting you know there's still an explosive level to his game. Off his feet, easy finish.
Well, Candace, you've won WNBA titles, college titles, gold medals. I could go on and on. Is there a championship that you cherish the most?
The WNBA championship for me is the best of the best. I think that was the championship that took the longest to get. That was the hardest, and I think because of that, I appreciate it that much more.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. A minute 6 left to play in the first quarter. Down low. Here's Bertans. And the power dunk by Bertans.
Davis Bertans punches it. Oh, my goodness.
And here's Van Vliet. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Another shot. And Boucher with a layup.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Beal. He's got 5. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's a second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
Here's Harrell. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside Bertans. Here's Beal. Harrell, a screen on Van Vliet. Clock is at 3. From 10 feet away. And there are the Wizards with another bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Who wants a t-shirt? All right, looking coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew.
Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. Trent comes in for Van Vliet. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Beal against Dragic. Pass to Barnes. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Toronto foul. Scotty Barnes. That's his first personal foul. 14 foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Wizards, Kyle Kuzma. At the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws. And so it's the Washington Wizards closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting.
All right, looking coming on the court. Come on.
And growing up in a sporting family, most of Bradley Beal's brothers chose football. So why did he?
Mom said in high school, whoever would recruit me first, basketball, football, that's what we stuck with. So
I like that system, Grant. Pretty simple. Supply and demand.
That's right. Give the people what they want. And I'd say he found his calling.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game and what we've seen so far from the Wizards, guys.
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court right now for the Wizards, we've got Kyle Kuzma. Rui Hachimura is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That'll be his second foul of the game. Avdia, he's checked in for Kuzma. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, just about every discussion of the NBA trade market comes back to the Washington Wizards. An all-star shooting guard Bradley Beal on a team that hasn't made the playoffs in 3 seasons, something's got to give. And guys, with Beal possessing an opt-out after the season, expect those talks to intensify.
Yeah, that's a good point. That one drops for him. Well, Candace, this is a question I'm sure you've heard before, but growing up, was there a player or players who you patterned your game after?
Well, honestly, I was the biggest Allen Iverson fan. So I was the center that was going out on the game trying to throw passes like AI, trying to dribble and get that crossover. So I really loved watching AI growing up, and C. Webb was another player. I loved his versatility. I loved his ability to get to the basket. So I'd say it's those two.
Nice. The Wizards have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Dinwiddie against Birch. Gafford. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Dragic with it. Pass to Trent. Back to Dragic. Trent outside. Siakam right side. Kicks it out to Barnes. Three-pointer. Avdia pulls it in. For Washington, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. All right, Candace, I know you grew up a Chicago Bulls fan. Who was your favorite player on those legendary Bulls teams, not named Michael Jordan?
Well, I loved following the Bulls, especially in the 90s. That was when I fell in love with basketball. But there was a guy named Ron Harper that I really enjoyed watching. I think that he was a huge piece in their championship run. And, before he joined the Bulls, he used to give number 23 a couple battles when he was with the Cavs.
I thought you might go with Dennis Rodman for a minute.
That's a good one, too.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's Avdia. He's guarded by Barnes. Dinwiddie passes to Bryant. Back to Dinwiddie. Oh, deflected. Outside Barnes. Siakam outside. Outside Barnes. Siakam the screen. Barnes no good. The Wizards with a lead. Pass to Dinwiddie. Beyond the arc. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
All right, ladies coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Boucher's checked in for Birch. Anunoby comes in for Barnes. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Trent. And a change for the Wizards. Bertans is checked in. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Dinwiddie against Dragic. Pass to Van Vliet from the arc. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul of the game. Kuzma's checked in for Washington.
First team foul. Wizard substitution. Kyle Kuzma.
And the Wizards shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Now Harrell. A minute 37 left in the first half. Dinwiddie against Dragic. Harrell, a screen on Dragic. Shot clock at 6. And Dinwiddie, here we go. And he banks in the layup. Dinwiddie's got 6.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
And I want to thank our special guest. Candace, your insights are always illuminating. Great to have you on the program.
Illuminating. It's great to be here. Thanks, BA.
Hey, anytime Candace stops by, we know we're going to hear something interesting.
I agree, BA. She's got a great perspective of the game. I mean, she sees it from the view of a player, a coach, and a fan.
1:05 left in the first half. Dragic passes to Siakam, and Siakam with the slam.
That's showing you that Siakam understands in pick and roll, if I can get myself to open space, I'll get an open shot.
Beal against Van Vliet. Harrell passes to Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. He drops it from range. Van Vliet's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stolen by Siakam.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Beal outside. 1 second left. And he lays it up and in. 9 points in the game.
Well, this is what you want, right? Bradley Beal coming off the screen with purpose.
And we're through the first half of play here at what's been a good one. Wizards out.
22.
Allie, as always, thank you.
I like what they've done on the glass. Boxing out, reacting quickly, playing with an aggressive attitude. They set a physical tone.
And now let's talk about... Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Hey, it's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Siakam and Boucher playing up front. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. at the guard spots. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul of the game. And Grant, you played almost 2 decades in the league. What do you think some of the biggest highlights in your career were?
Really just, playing on some great teams with great players, the relationships, the experiences. I didn't win an NBA championship, but I am more than blessed with having an incredible 19-year career.
Well, there's no question that Fred VanVleet's competitive toughness, his desire, and the defense is what has given him a shot to be a legit NBA force.
And then Siakam with the jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Dinwiddie passes to Beal. Dinwiddie with a screen on Trent. Three-pointer, Beal. And Anunoby pulls it down. Toronto has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Boucher a screen on Hachimura. Siakam, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket. Boy, what a pick back in 2016, late first round. Pascal Siakam goes on to win the most improved player 3 years after he was drafted.
Siakam outside. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Boucher, and the layup is good off the glass. Boucher's got 9.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Dinwiddie passes to Beal. Dinwiddie with a screen on Trent. Beal with it. Van Vliet covering. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And the Wizards with another 3. And yeah, it's been incredible to watch Siakam evolve into an all-star, Doris.
Yeah, and one that's got a lot of work to get better still. Like, this guy is a good shooter, trying to become a knockdown shooter. We obviously know he's dangerous in transition. He'd like to be able to create more for his teammates. The ceiling's so high for Pascal.
And the Raptors with some changes. Birch comes in for Siakam, and Dragic has subbed in for Trent. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Dinwiddie. Beal against Dragic. Pass to Van Vliet. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Thomas Bryant.
Well, strength and savvy make Fred Van Vliet a tough guy to deal with inside. Gets the contact.
The Wizards making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Hard to think of a player who's transformed more than Van Vliet. Undrafted, spent some time in the G League. Now he's a primary catalyst for his team.
Hachimura outside. Second shot opportunity. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. Bertans checked in for Avdia. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. A true all-around talent. Van Vliet gives you the big things and all the little things as well, Grant.
Well, you talk about the points, the assists, but look at the rebounding and the steals and the charges he takes. I mean, he's a glue guy and a star.
Kuzma's checked in for Washington. Out to the right wing. Back to Beal. Pass to Kuzma. Now here's Beal. Here's Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Beal gets the bucket. Beal's got 14.
You can make the case this is the premier shooting guard in the league. Bradley Beal is tough to stop.
Here's Dragic. Beal with some nice D. For Washington, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Takes one from 10 feet. Basket counts. Beal's got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, off the bounce. Beal breaks down the defense.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered closely. Here's Boucher. And there's the drive. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 assists here tonight. 1:16 left in the third quarter here. Right side, Bertans. And the Wizards with another 3.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your North Side crew.
A big group substitution here for Toronto. Watanabe's checked in for Boucher. Barnes comes in for Anunoby. Trent, he's checked in for Van Vliet. And it's Flynn in for Dragic. And a change for the Wizards. Harrell's checked in for Gafford. Pass to Trent. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Flynn. And again, Toronto no good. The Wizards have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Now here's Beal, and the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. And Toronto gets called for the foul.
Boy, what I love about Bradley Beal is despite having one of the most gifted offensive games in the league, he never stops looking for improvement. This guy wants to up his game each and every season.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Trent outside. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta. Trent's got his first 3 points of the game.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Beal outside. They set the pick. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
We can talk about all the things that Bradley Beal brings to the table on the offensive end. And in this instance, he simply draws contact. Beautifully done.
Achua's checked in for Toronto. Toronto trailing. 20 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Trent outside. Pass to Watanabe. Trent outside. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Watanabe can't get it to go. Bradley Beal has been leading the charge for the Washington Wizards. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Washington has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And so in the game for Washington, Dinwiddie and Beal comprise the backcourt. Thomas Bryant out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Hachimura in at the 3, the small forward. And then Beal with the Thunder Jam.
Well, the creativity of Bradley Beal, incredible.
Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
A big group substitution here for Toronto. Boucher's checked in for Achua. Siakam comes in for Watanabe. Anunoby, he's checked in for Barnes. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Trent. Avdia, he's checked in for Washington.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
First team foul.
Dinwiddie against Dragic. Now Dinwiddie. Three-pointer, Beal, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game.
This guy is such a dominant offensive talent. When he gets to his spot, he just goes to work.
Pass to Anunoby. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. And Washington the other way now.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Up top, Bryant. He's covered by Siakam. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Dinwiddie outside. Shot clock at 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Goran Dragic. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Washington.
What a tremendous showing from three-point land all through this game, guys.
They've also jumped at every chance to attack the basket tonight. Just terrific penetration.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall.
And talk about a signing that went under the radar. Spencer Dinwiddie joining this Wizards ball club. Now, he steps in as a vet guard to lead this young team. And I'm excited to see what Dinwiddie can do as a team leader.
Washington has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Beal against Van Vliet. Beal into the lane. Out to Hachimura. Pass to Bryant. It's Beal on the wing. Hachimura with a screen on Van Vliet. And another miss by Washington.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Anunoby on the wing. Back to Van Vliet. To the inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
And how about the mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Unloads from 13. Here's Bryant. Tries again. Out to Hachimura. Pass to Beal. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Back to Van Vliet. Tries to snap the cold streak. Shot is good. Dragic making the play.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred Van Vliet ready and willing.
The Wizards have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in regular
Beal into the lane, over Van Vliet, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
What I admire about Bradley Beal is his steady growth, not just in his overall game, but how he's embraced becoming a leader. He's someone his teammates really look up to.
Boy, Beal's rise continues to impress. Every season, Grant, he improves as a scorer especially.
And the older he gets, the more wisdom he attains. Both on and off the court, his guys expect him to lead the charge. It's something that he takes great pride in.
Boucher passes to Dragic. Back to Boucher. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Washington's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Now here's Beal. Here's the screen by Bryant. From about 19. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 4 rebounds now. It's Dragic with a drive. Excellent D there from Dinwiddie. And the Wizards shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. Beal finds Dinwiddie. Kicks it out to Bertans. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Wizards lead by 16.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Wizards.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Bradley Beal.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
So Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Birch, he's checked in for Siakam. Watanabe comes in for Anunoby. Trent, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And it's Flynn in for Dragic. And a change for the Wizards. Gafford's checked in. Stolen by Gafford. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From 12 feet. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Trent outside. Pass to Flynn. Boucher on the screen. To the middle. And a missed layup. Here's Dinwiddie. Inside. So we we see the Wizards taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, if this team was